everyone, welcome to my channel. I am going to be showing you today how to make one of these roll-up pencil cases with a little bit of embroidery on the front. And yeah, let's go. So, I went ahead and made myself a template pattern. I used somewhat sturdier paper because I want to use it again in the future. We've got 3 pattern pieces to the pattern. Big one which needs to be cut twice, once from the base fabric and once from the lining fabric. Medium one will be cut from the base fabric and will make the pouches for the pens. And the small one, this is basically optional. You can hold a sharpener or rubber eraser or extra graphite for mechanical pencils, for example. But in this case I'm going to leave it out. I'll be using this one for my crochet needles. Alternatively to the small piece, you could also extend this to make 2 more slots. But I don't want to, so I won't. Looking at the pattern pieces, you'll notice that the small one and the medium one don't fully fit onto the lining bit. That's because the slots are meant to be 3 centimeters wide and have another ½ centimeter ease to fit the pencil. So they'll be sewn down at 3 centimeters wide, which means there'll have to be some bit of gathering at the bottom. Which is always fun. The fabrics that I'm going to be using were both fat quarters that I collected. The base is quite nice, quite soft, but still sturdy cotton canvas lining, I think. And the print lining is also 100% cotton, which is quite nice. Yeah, and because I can't help myself, I'm also going to do some embroidery. I did say that I didn't want to do anything too elaborate, but look at this mushroom. It's way too cute not to do it. Plus it really nicely fits in with like the foresty, woodlandy, hobbity theme. I'm by no means an expert on embroidery, but I think it's a fun little detail worth showing. So after all that waffling, let's get started. Right, by the magical powers of editing, it is now a few moments later, as opposed to about 5 days. We've got everything embroidered, cut out, ironed, and now the next thing I need to do is to attach this middle piece to the background fabric. First of all, I need to put in a little hem up here to make that nice and neat, otherwise it will fray itself into oblivion. And then the challenge with this little bit is, one, there's going to be a bit of a gather at the bottom here. It's going to be the tiniest fraction of a gather, but I'm kind of worried about the delicacy of the fabric. And then B, that these slots are going to be sewn down individually, so pin that one, sew that one, then measure out, pin the next, sew the next, and so on and so forth. So I can get the spacing right and not murder my fingers at the same time. There is probably a better way to do this, I just haven't found it yet. So, yeah, there we are. Okay, let's go. Right, we are back with neatly attached little pouches for our pens or needles. What I conveniently forgot completely about is this little part here. This is literally just decoration to sort of like make a neat little end there. Neatish. Because if you have a look at the glorious, glorious seams and stuff that my current machine tends to give me. Also like with these sort of like little threads not being quite tight enough. I've tried to adjust the thread tension. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. But hey, we're done with the attachments. That means I now need to just sort of like pull these through. These will sort of like end up being sewn into the seam once I get to sort of like finish the whole thing. But what we need to think about now is a closure. Because closure. And what I will be using is a really super simple form of a finger loop braid in matching colors for the embroidery part. I'll show you some footage of me doing the braiding, but not a lot, because A, it takes quite a long time, and B, if you want a really nice video with a in-depth explanation of the process, you can either obviously go and check out Morgan Donner's finger loop braiding videos, or you can follow the link in the description where I've linked you the finger loop braider, which is where I got this specific loop from. So yeah, feel free to go check that out if you want to, and I will be braiding. So there we are, a pencil case slash crochet hook case slash whatever you want to put in there. You can obviously adapt the size to suit your needs, or let your creativity run away with you in terms of fabric, embroidery, closure, whatever you want to use. Yeah, I enjoyed this little adventure and I hope you did too. If you did, feel free to drop a little like below, or if you want to see more of myself embarrassing me, just feel free to hit the subscribe button as well. In case you want to see more of what I get up to when I'm not on the YouTubes, you could also check me out over on Instagram. I'll leave links down below. But yeah, whatever you do, I hope you have a great day. Stay safe and enjoy some little joys. See you soon.